I would like to do a tutorial where you see what actually can go wrong, because that's what I had to figure out, and it actually costs a lot of time if you do something that should work but it doesn't. So let's get started and I show you what I mean. We want to start from scratch and build a very simple workflow. This workflow can have a name, so let's call it simple. I like to use a certain naming convention here. And here we can add a first step. And this first step is a trigger. A trigger is basically what needs to happen before anything is executed. You can trigger something manually, which means that you click on a button. You can have an event in an external application, a schedule, and a webhook, and some other stuff. Well, in this case, we are going to use this one. This is a so-called chat message, which is used for chatbots. We don't have much settings here, so let's add something here. And the first thing that comes up is an advanced AI node. So this looks very promising, and you can now pick from a lot of components. And I will intentionally pick the wrong one, which is OpenAI, and I would like to message a model. Here I need to set up some credentials to get a connection. I don't have my credentials in this environment, so I need to create a new one. And if you don't know how to do that, you can always click on the helpful links here, which will basically explain everything that you need to do. In my case, I already have some API keys here and I can create a new one, give it a name, generate the key, copy it, paste it for the environment. So let's delete that. Create a new credential, save it, and this time it worked. Now we have these OpenAI account credentials here. You could rename that, but for now, leave it as it is. I want to message a model, and I can pick one from the list here. Let's use GPT-4o Mini and save the workflow. Now we can click on the chat button here and say something like 2 + 2. And we should get an answer. And the answer is, hello, how can I assist you today? In this weird JSON format that you might not know. But actually JSON is what is used behind the scenes. Now you can see this green border here means that the node has been executed successfully. And this is also true for the OpenAI message model. And when I double click it, we can see the chat input from the user here. And the output from the assistant is on the right side. But I would have expected to get an answer about my request about 2 + 2. And to get that, I need to drag the chat input to this message field here. And now it becomes green text. So let's click on test step. And here is our answer. 2 + 2 = 4. And that is how you can create your very first AI workflow.